Do you know what? We all live in a special country called Australia. Some of us live in a town called Pakenham, and some of us might come from a place called Officer. But both Pakenham and Officer are towns in our whole country, which we call Australia. We also live near a big city called Melbourne, and it's the capital of a state in Australia called Victoria. But all these places still is in one country called Australia. And this story is called I'm Australian Too. I'm Australian. How about you? I'm Australian too. My mum was born in Sydney, my dad in Ballarat, and I was born in Melbourne. How Australian is that? How about you? My dad grew up in Darwin, my mum in Humpty Doo. Our mob's been here forever. Now we share this place with you. How about you? My family came from Ireland back in 1849. 1 million hungry people died, but now we're doing fine. How about you? My nonnu came from Italy. His family followed after. At first their lives were very hard, but now they're full of laughter. How about you? My auntie came from Athens with her brother and her niece, and now we live in Adelaide because it's so like Greece. How about you? My granny came from England and was homesick every day. Then she fell in love with Perth, and now we're here to stay. How about you? Lebanon is beautiful. My family came from there. They fled a war, but now they sing Advance Australia Fair. How about you? I can see 2 flags flying on this big, tall bridge. I wonder if you recognise those flags. This flag is the Aboriginal flag, and this flag is the Australian flag. But they're both very important for Australia. I speak just like an Aussie, which is really who I am. My family live in Melbourne, but we hail from Vietnam. How about you? My parents came from China. They think Australia's great. Now we live in Canberra and we call out, "G'day, mate." How about you? Somalia was once our home, but it was torn by strife. We're happy now in Hobart, where we have a better life. How about you? My country was Afghanistan. We fled when I was small. Our boat capsized, but we were saved. And now we're Australians all. How about you? Syria was where I lived, but then we had to flee. Our family's now in Brisbane and we're as safe can be. How about you? Sadly, I'm a refugee. I'm not Australian yet, but if your country lets me in, I'd love to be a vet. We open doors to stranger. Yes, everyone's a friend. Australia Fair is ours to share. where broken hearts can mend. What journeys we have travelled from countries near and far. Together now we live in peace beneath the southern star. Wow. All those different places, all those different countries. I wonder where your family came from. Perhaps you could talk to your mum and dad and find out where you originated from, or which other city or other town in Australia you came from. Maybe mum or dad or a big brother or sister could help you look up a map and have a look to see where all these places are. Thanks for reading. I'm Australian too. Bye everyone.